1.
Waiting for hot water at a sink located far from a primary heating source can be frustrating. Cold water from a sink is just not useful. Plumbing a hot water line to every sink in a home or business requires time and money. That's impractical. To get hot water where it's needed, when it's needed, a better solution is to use the Tronic 3000T from Bosch, a point-of-use electric mini-tank water heater. The Tronic 3000T can supplement a primary water heater or be used under a single sink. In fact, the Bosch Tronic 3000T can be used for 3 different applications: as a sole water heating source for a single sink, as a supplement to an existing water heater located far from the source, and as a buffer installed in line with tankless water heaters that experience intermittent cold water or cold water sandwich. In any configuration, there is minimal standby loss from this mini tank water heater. There's no wait for hot water to arrive at a sink when it's needed. Tronic 3000T mini tank water heaters from Bosch are compact and can be wall or floor mounted. They fit easily under a sink in a cabinet space, and because they have a sleek and attractive exterior design, they blend in seamlessly with existing decor when installed in a visible location. Available in 3 space-saving sizes, the 2.7 and 4-gallon units have a simple 120-volt AC plug-in connection, while the 7-gallon unit, which can supply 2 sinks simultaneously, must be hardwired. To install, a professional simply taps into a cold water line, provides an electrical connection, and installs the mini tank water heater directly at the sink at point of use. The Tronic 3000T can be used at any sink where hot water doesn't exist or takes too long to reach. That includes a basement wet bar or patio kitchen station, a garage or attic, even in an RV or on a boat. No matter the application, with the Bosch Tronic 3000T, hot water will quickly be in hand, precisely where it's needed, saving time, water, and energy.
Bosch, invented for life.
2.
Tired of waiting for hot water to arrive at your tap? All that cold water running down the drain costs you money, and it's wasteful. A lengthy pipe run between the sink and the water heater causes a long wait for hot water. Stiebel Eltron's SHC mini tank easily puts hot water exactly where you want it, eliminating the wait. All you need to do is tap into the cold line and install the heater, offering you more comfort wherever you need it, even in a location that doesn't have hot water already. A mini tank eliminates the cold water sandwich that you may experience with some tankless units. The SHC mini tank's flat back makes it easily wall mounted. It can also fit under a sink, in a cabinet, or in a closet. The sleek German design of the SHC allows it to be installed out in the open and not change the aesthetic of the room. The SHC is available in 2.5, 4, and 6-gallon sizes. One of our units are sure to match your required demand. All of our units can be plugged into a standard 120-volt outlet. They don't require any special wiring. Simply plumb in the cold water, plumb out the hot, plug it in, and it's ready to go. Mini tanks like the SHC have lower standby losses than large tanks, and the SHC saves more energy with its superior insulation over any other mini tank. Because of the low power requirements and the ease of installation, the SHC mini tank can be installed anywhere, even locations you never thought needed hot water. Whether you're washing your hands or need hot water in places like guest bathrooms, commercial hand washing sinks, poolside patios, RVs, food trucks, boats, outdoor kitchens, utility sinks, trailers, or washing just about anything smaller than an elephant. The SHC mini tank is the versatile, reliable, built-to-last solution for hot water quickly, no matter where you need it. Stiebel Eltron, simply the best.
Three.
4 compelling reasons why you probably want to make that switch from that big old tank. And the first one is space. That thing's a beast, and look how tiny these are hanging on the wall. Plus, you can put them on the outside of your house. If you're remodeling, you can easily get some space back. Number 2, efficiency. These are like 95% thermally efficient. A lot of tanks are like 60% efficient. So a big savings on efficiency. The biggest reason though when I talk about tankless is gotta be endless hot water, not running out of hot water. Who wants a cold shower? Nobody. When you've got a tankless, you're not gonna get a cold shower. And the fourth and the final reason, longevity. These guys are gonna get 2 decades plus service out of them. A lot of times after 10 years, you're replacing that tank.
4. A tankless water heater heats the water directly without the use of a storage tank. When a hot water tap is turned on, cold water travels through a pipe into the unit. Either a gas burner or an electric element heats the water. There are several advantages to replacing your old water heater with a tankless one. They have a smaller footprint, they are more efficient, you can control the temperature, and you have point-of-use options. Traditional water heaters are on average around 60 inches tall and 24 inches wide. That bulky metal tank takes up precious space. In comparison, a tankless water heater averages between 20 inches wide by 28 inches tall and just 10 inches deep, the size of some laptop computers. Another thing to consider, since these are tankless, there isn't a risk of the tank bursting, so you have more options when it comes to selecting the perfect place to install in your home. Tankless water heaters are sometimes called heaters on demand. Instead of using energy to keep a large tank of water hot for 24 hours, the tankless heater only warms up the water when it's needed. Through patented self-modulating technology, the tankless water heater regulates exactly how much energy is needed for the amount of water being used. The digital temperature control can be adjusted in increments of 1 degree Fahrenheit. It ranges from 80 degrees to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, allowing you to have control and the ability to set it and forget it. Small units are great at the point of use. For instance, for a shower, a point-of-use tankless water heater supplies a steady stream of hot water, even when people are using water in other areas of the house. Other areas where these would work well: under the kitchen sink, near a washing machine, in a guest house, or on a boat or RV. If you're looking for a space-saving way to heat your water effectively and efficiently, these tankless water heaters could be the answer. 5.
You got the fine mist, kind of an in-between, and then the jet. All right, so today we're looking at the Camplux on-demand water heater. This is a great portable water heater. It is tankless. It allows you to connect the unit to a 20-pound propane tank and connect a water source and get on-demand hot water. Let's open the box and see what we have. All right, so we see we have the main unit here. Everything's labeled down below. So we have our water inlet. That's going to be our cold water in. Our water outlet. That's going to be our hot water out. And then we have the gas connection right here. On the front of the unit, you can control the level of gas and also the strength of the water. On the back, it's got a handle for hanging. Plus it also has some mounting brackets that you can use to put it in a more stationary or semi-permanent setup. All right, so we're gonna get this all set up. Basically, you have connections here that allow you to set it up to receive a male or female end of a garden hose. We're gonna set this up to receive a male end of a garden hose. So we're gonna use this connection right here on the inlet, and we're gonna get that all squared away. We're gonna hook it up and try it out. All right, so we set this up for a demonstration. Basically, what we're looking at here is a garden hose connection. We've got a 20-pound propane tank down here, which connects right here. You have this quick connect for the output of the water, which leads to the handle here, which has an on-off on the switch. It's on demand, so when you turn this on, you can hear the igniter light it up and start to warm up the water on the inside. You have your gauges here, min-max on the gas, and then min-max on the water supply. So a couple things to note. They give you a hard connection here for a water inlet. Ideally, you would want that to be a garden hose connection with a rotating head, or else you have to figure out how to rotate the garden hose itself or rotate the entire unit to connect that, which is a little bit awkward. But once you have everything connected, it is as it is advertised. It's an on-demand hot water heater, so you can put this in a more permanent or semi-permanent place. Right now I just have this hanging here as a demonstration. You do have a mounting bracket here. It does have this hanging handle as well, which I just have hooked up temporarily. There are some instructions that they give you for some additional connections down here. A shutoff valve for your inlet, which isn't a bad idea, but it doesn't come with it. So you'd have to go out and piece that together yourself. Definitely a good idea, especially in situations where this is going to have a more permanent home and you want to be able to control the water without having to take the entire thing apart. But it is run by a couple D batteries, also not included. The battery box is right here. This is what triggers the igniter for the heating unit inside. So you do need to have a couple D batteries to put that in there. Fairly easy. You just open the thing, put them in there, and then the pressure of the water when you turn it on is what actually sets off the igniter, and you can hear it flare up. Just as a safety precaution, of course, if you try to do that, you hear it click. If you smell gas, turn the gas off right away. You definitely want to be safe on that front, but once you get everything securely fastened, you are good to go. It took a few minutes to get it set up just because you have special connections. There are a variety of different connections in the package if you want to do some other options, including a blue hose that comes in, and it also gives you a water pump that you can use if you have stationary water that has no pressure. This, of course, is a garden hose, so it already has the pressure behind it, but the different options there. You got the fine mist, kind of an in-between, and then the jet.